Welcome to BPTV. This is your Around Town series. I'm your host, Andy Amrine, and we got an exciting show for you today. We're here with our municipal manager, Sean. I can even tell that by your nice little shirt, Sean. But every so often, we like to drag Sean out of his office and take a look and find out what's going on in Bethel Park. And just briefly talking with you a little bit, you got a lot going on, and there's a lot of grant money coming into Bethel Park. So I'm anxious to chat with you and take a nice tour of Bethel Park. So welcome to BPTV again.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
All right, Sean, this is our first stop in our tour of Bethel again today. We did this a few months ago, and everyone loved hearing all these updates. So glad to have you with us again today. And our first stop is the old Judges Chambers. And what's going on here at the Municipal Building?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of changes here with the old Judges Chambers, and thank you again for having me. I really appreciate it. It's great to talk about Bethel Park and the community. So as you look around our new cable studio, it has been converted from that old Judges Chambers to an official studio. You can see some new lighting we have here, courtesy of the Bethel Park Community Foundation. You can see some new carpeting, some new wall panels, and some new TVs, and actually even a waiting room outside. So we're really excited. Our cable TV director, Dave Cable's really thrilled to have the new studio, and he's been pivotal getting this all put together.
I'm anxious to show everyone around it. It is gorgeous. I mean, the old studio was small, compact, and it's nice to have a public access TV here in Bethel Park. We're very fortunate to have it, and a lot of people use it, a lot of people watch it, and I hope everyone stops by to take a look at this new gorgeous studio we have here in Bethel, thanks to the help of yourself and the rest of the municipality. So we're fortunate. Thank you. Sean, it's nice to see the building, and before we leave this and go to our next spot, I just want to make sure that we tell everyone that the BPTV, we're going to have an open house here on June 16th from 11 to 2. So I'm going to be here from about 12 o'clock till 2 o'clock. Hopefully you're going to be able to stop by and say hello to all the residents too.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. Thank you so much.
June 16th, 11 to 2. Please stop by. Okay, Sean, we're in a part of your new facility building. We have salt bins to look at, garages to look at, and we're starting here in the sign shop, I believe. I didn't even know Bethel Park had a sign shop.
That is correct. We have a sign shop. As you can look around, you can see the number of signs, and a lot of these we produce on our own with our own machine. So we are able to do that in-house. But yeah, we're at the new Public Works building complex. We just completed, really finally, it's been done about a couple weeks. We've been in here for a couple months now, but really just finishing up the asphalt, plantings, and some of the grass and seeding requirements. So we're really excited to be in a new home, and a lot better than the 1950s Public Works building that we did tear down.
Okay, so this encompasses everything with the Public Works, all the employees, all the departments, everybody is here?
Yes, that is correct. Everybody's here. So we have our road crew, we have mechanics, we have the salt here. Everything is located in one
all
area.
The parks, everything, all the machinery, everything's here.
Correct.
That's nice. That's different. I can't say that's ever happened with Bethel Park, you being able to get everything in one location for it. So staff's happy too?
Staff seems very happy with the new accommodations. Very nice lunchroom. Stuff, actually air conditioning that works, and heat that works in the winter, so
and
everybody's
roofs that
really
aren't
happy.
leaking and falling in on you.
Exactly.
Nice,
exactly.
Nice.
So it's a great structure. We do have a lot of new features here. We have new equipment, and we can talk a little bit about, and then our new salt handling processing area.
Yeah, love to see it. Let's go take a look.
All right, sounds good.
Sean, we're, I guess, in the main part of the garage. This is, I see trucks being worked on, nice tall ceilings, quite a few work bays and so forth. Looks like it's a great looking garage, but it looks like it's a very functioning garage.
It is. This is our mechanic bay, one of our mechanic bays, and right now they have the truck up on the lift. They're replacing the PTO pump. Our two very talented mechanics, Kevin and Tom, so they're working on that right now. one change we made with the new Public Works building, we actually also do work on police cars now. Prior, we did swap all those services out. Now we brought those over to do in-house. But yeah, you can see the new tire changer, the new lifts. We're really happy with the new mechanic bay.
Well, this has to, in the long run, save the municipality money if you're doing everything in-house like this. You know, it just has to, not going out into finding other mechanics.
It does, yeah. And these guys take really great care of the equipment, so it's nice to have it in-house where we can see and make sure everything's done correctly.
It takes pride in their work and their community.
Absolutely.
Sean, impressive looking fleet of trucks you have here.
Yes, this is our salt trucks. We have 16, 13 that we use actively during a snow emergency, and then 3 we keep on spare in case they break down. Unfortunately, winter they usually break down. So yeah, but yeah, so this is our fleet, and you can see the new garage bays, size large enough to hold everything,
which is nice. It's very nice. It maintains the vehicles a lot better, but in the snow, it's never even enough trucks at 16, is it?
Never. It's never enough.
No.
So.
All right, Sean, it's a good day to look at rock salt. This is quite an impressive building. New, of course, compared to what I'm used to seeing, that old collapsing building that we had here before. How much salt can you fit in here?
We can fit about 5,000 tons of salt in here, which we usually go through in a year. We use about 8,000 tons on a typical year. Prior to this construction, we actually had just piles and tarps over it, which just very inefficient.
Lose a lot of it,
lost a lot of it. Environmental concerns with that, so we wanted to roof it. Really happy with the new legacy structure that was, it's kind of a newer technology, but it has a 20-year warranty on the fabric covering, and we're really happy with how it turned out.
So this building withstands the residue of the salt and the air and the weather and everything like that?
Absolutely, absolutely. So as you can see, we're still filling up the salt. We still have a couple deliveries left on our contract for the year, so we'll still have a couple trickling in until July.
Nice big building.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
yes, it is.
What else are we going to see?
We're also going to check out our AccuBrine system, which allows us to make a solution that we can put on the roadways to pre-treat roadways, and also to mix in with our salt to help the salt be more effective.
All right, Sean, AccuBrine, calcium, what am I looking at?
So what we have here is our new AccuBrine maker. What the AccuBrine does is it makes a salt water solution, about 23.6% salt, and we can use that to pre-apply before a winter event to help the actual snow and ice from bonding onto the roadway. Okay. So it's a really effective. We're kind of in our trial year. We tried it over the winter, and we're really hoping to really go gangbusters this year and put a lot more down. Additionally, we have water containers on our salt trucks, on about half of our salt trucks. Okay. We can use that material to put in, and when the salt spreader is spreading salt, you add a little bit of that mixture, which helps it contain on the roadway and helps it actually start working much quicker.
So you don't have a lot of the waste, as you see, bouncing off the roads and going every which way then?
Yep, that is correct. Okay. And additionally, this is a really nice setup for us, as we have a calcium tank, so we can mix different batches together depending on the weather. Salt doesn't work really well below about 15 degrees, so we do supplement with calcium to help to fight that snow and ice.
Okay, and you have found that this pre-treating, what is it, 6 hours before, or 8 hours, 4 hours?
We can actually do up to 3 days ahead of time.
Wow.
As long as it doesn't rain. So it's effective until actually gets precipitation on the material, so up to 3 days ahead of time.
There's a science to snow removal.
Absolutely, a very, very in-depth science.
Oh, impressive. Let's continue on. Nice looking truck we're in. Sean, what can you tell me about this?
This is our new CCTV truck. So the truck actually allows us to do video inspections of our sanitary and storm sewer lines within the municipality. We have actually a lot of requirements from the federal and state government to do certain work to our sanitary sewer lines. So this enables us to essentially take a remote control vehicle through the lines and see what the conditions are.
Okay. I have to ask, Robinson Pipe Cleaning, I see every day of the week you see them around Bethel Park. I haven't seen them anymore. So that means you don't have to sub out, you're keeping everything in-house?
That is correct. We'll still use Robinson for some really difficult areas or things that we're not comfortable doing, but for the most part, yes, we'll be about 95% utilizing our own staff and our own resources to conduct that CCTV
That
inspection.
has to be a huge savings to the taxpayers, let's say, with you doing that in-house compared to subbing it out like you were?
Absolutely. We were paying Robinson $450,000 to $500,000 annually to come out here and do these inspections. We were able to get this truck and an employee for less than $300,000, and the truck will last for well over 10 years.
So your return on investment is less than a year.
That's absolutely correct.
Good management, Sean. Good
Thank
management.
You.
So,
Thank you.
Nice looking truck.
Very nice truck.
Okay. While we're just standing here in this truck talking Public Works or something, can you explain a little bit about what all Public Works does? I mean, this is one aspect of it, but how many employees do you have? And you never see them at this building. They're always out doing something. So what else? Okay, they got snow removal. Now they got sewer line inspections. What else do they do for you?
Yeah, so we have 20 Public Works employees. We are hiring right now, so if anybody's interested, please check our advertisement out. But our Public Works employees are so versatile. They just do so much around the municipality. One thing we're focused on right now are parks and ball fields. So they're out there cutting grass, they're dragging the fields and really improving the playability conditions of those baseball fields. They're out planting and mulching and making sure our playground equipment's safe and maintained properly. They're out repairing catch basins, so they'll actually remove the bricks out of the catch basin, pour new bottoms, and replace the brick and rebuild our catch basins. They do a lot with the sanitary and storm systems also. They will utilize this vehicle here to check out the lines. We have a flusher truck to also flush out the lines. Public Works crews also doing maintenance at our buildings. So we have a lot of projects going on in our buildings right now that they're assisting with. And
in those buildings, the municipal building, community center, Public Works building.
That's correct.
Am I missing any, or those the big
those
three?
are the big three that they're doing work on. So yeah, they're constantly busy doing different projects. Especially when it rains, we always have a couple projects lined up, ready to go during the wet season.
And the more in-house, the less you have to subcontract out, the better for the community.
Yep, absolutely.
So we love it. You're saving us money, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sean, what are we looking at? A new fishing pond or what?
This is actually our bioretention swale.
It's a big word.
It is. So fancy word for allows stormwater to come in here. It's actually treated through growth, through plant growth, to remove contaminants such as nitrogen and phosphorus, and allows it to infiltrate into the soil. If the rain comes too hard and too fast, it does allow an escape route from that storm drain over there. But it's a really nice system and really helping to improve our water quality from stormwater.
Now, is this just to collect the water because of the large Public Works area? You need it for runoff from the parking lot or roads or what?
It is a requirement as part of the NPDES program to do exactly what you said when you have new structures and new impervious surfaces to collect that water. We could have done a bunch of different methods. We decided on the bioretention area as it's more aesthetically pleasing and
it looks nice.
A really nice looking feature.
So that's the way if people want to know if they're told they need one for the parking lot, you have one you could actually show them now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we have a couple others going in around the area, and we'll talk about that in a little while.
Excellent.
Yeah, additionally, while we're on the subject of the Public Works building, we did recently apply for an Active Allegheny grant to actually connect a trail from the Lytle Station to Brightwood Road in that direction, coming through the Public Works property. We're still working on design, and we hope to get the grant to be able to complete that design, to get some ideas on paper of how we can make that connection happen.
I think people have been asking about that for a long time.
They have
Brightwood Road's not a real friendly road to be walking on, so it'd be nice to give them an alternative to move around.
Exactly. So yeah, it's not a friendly road, and it'll be part of a Montour Trail concept to move it through the municipality. So we're excited, and we're hoping to get the grant to start that design phase.
We wish you luck on that one.
Thank you.
Sean, a big question I'm sure everyone asks you, how many roads are you going to get done during the summertime? And we had a really rough winter. I mean, there was a lot of salt, a lot of bad weather, and it played havoc on our roads, not just in Bethel, but all over Allegheny County. So I see we have some roads being done, and it's great to see the improvements.
Yeah, so we're standing on here on Cork Drive, and absolutely right, it's been a really tough year on us, so we're trying to get a lot done throughout the community, especially we have just areas that were just really bad, so we're trying to even hit those small areas. But as you can see, we're out here on Cork Drive paving right now, and our program, pretty large program. I'll hold on one second. We have a pretty large program, about $1.8 million program
Wow.
each year. That includes our underdrain stormwater work, but a majority of that is for paving, milling and paving. We'll plan to get about 7 to 10% of our roads done each year, so that's kind of our target range. And some years a little better, some years a little worse, depending on the price of asphalt.
Okay.
But it's been a good year, and we're hoping our program's over by about the end of June. And they're moving really quick this year for us.
Well, the weather, look at today. The weather's been cooperative to do it. So as bad as it was in the winter, it's nice to see them getting done. Now, a lot of people say, well, since we had a real bad winter, there's no money for roads. Is that all worked into your budgets, the salt, the asphalt? It doesn't interfere with each other?
We usually separate the salt and the asphalt out of that because one of our priorities is making sure our roadways stay nice and maintained. So we separate those out. When we have good years from salt, we may add a little bit of money to our road program for the year. So for this year, we actually it was a pretty bad winter, but we were still able to roll a little bit extra money over into our road program. So we did
Wonderful.
increase the budget based on the contract prices we were able to get.
Now, road work like this is all subcontracted. This isn't part of Public Works, so is it?
That is correct. It's all subcontracted out. So we put a bid out. We try to get that bid out around in February, then award in March, so that they're ready to go as soon as the weather breaks for the year.
Can you, off the top of your head, name some of the roads that are going to be done?
I know we did Lytle. We have Vista Glen that just got completed. We're going to be working on Church, and in fact, Church is going to be a long.
It's an important road to do.
Church will be a longer project because we also are replacing the bridge abutment in conjunction with the paving program. So there'll be some issues over there for a little bit. Actually, that project starts on June 4th, Monday, June 4th. So that'll be kicking off here in the near future.
Okay, not interfering with school.
Not interfering with school. That's right.
I like that. Thank you for that.
No problem. And also King's School. I know we get a lot of questions on that.
Yeah,
That
the
is
hill.
on the list.
Yeah,
that
it got pretty
area.
beat up.
It did. It got beat up. We also
Keeps
had
the
another
cars
section.
going slow, though.
That's very true.
That's a bonus.
That's very true. So, yeah, we'll be doing a pretty large section down there, and also a section on the other side of King's School, a smaller section.
Okay,
So.
thank you for the update.
No problem.
Sean, you got more work going on here in Bethel Park, so what are we looking at? Where are we at here?
We are at our Village Green Park off of Oxford Drive.
Doesn't look like anything it did 2 weeks ago.
No, it doesn't. So currently we're in the process of doing a new turf field out here. So it'll be a turf. It'll be able to accommodate soccer, lacrosse, and football. We'll have a nice walking path around the outside of the facility for folks to enjoy. Additionally, we'll have a practice / under 12 field and a rebounding wall. So we're really looking forward to some of the upgrades down here. As you can see, they're moving some soil right now, getting it ready to put some stone down and our stormwater controls in. So.
Okay, when you say a turf field, so this isn't a grass that you're going to be cutting.
Nope, this will be an AstroTurf field. Actually, AstroTurf's the name of the product being put in.
Okay.
So it'll be a synthetic material that hopefully can be utilized during all kinds of rain events and recover very quickly after rain events.
Well, because I think that's one of the problems that you had here at Village Green. If it rained, you couldn't use the field for 2 or 3 days.
This field has been notorious for just wet conditions, even multiple days and even weeks after a rain event. So we're really looking forward to this. Additionally, we also are in the process of upgrading our restroom facilities down here.
Very nice.
So we just executed
Everyone
a
will be
contract.
happy to hear that.
Absolutely. We're going to have hot water.
Hot water, too.
So, yeah, we're going to have a really nice facility. We're actually just renovating our existing, but it's going to be a real nice facility out here.
Okay, so playground equipment is staying?
Playground equipment is new out here. It is staying intact like it is. So, yeah, it'll be a walking track, turf field, under 12 field, rebounding wall, and then some new restroom facilities.
Okay, any additional parking maybe for it?
We actually are working on an agreement with Best Buy currently for some additional parking spaces, kind of a trade agreement. Well, they're going to allow us to utilize some parking, and we're going to cut some other basins for them. So we're hoping to get that executed and have that to play and save us a bunch of money from tearing down woods and trees and creating our own infrastructure.
Very nice. Completion date, what are you thinking?
We're hoping it's going to be done by the end of August. So that's
Very
the
nice.
target date.
So you'll be able to play fall ball on the field.
Absolutely. Yep.
Well, the leagues have to be pretty excited about this taking place.
They're
It's worth
very excited.
doing without it for a summer just to make it a permanent fix.
Yep, absolutely. Very excited about it, and as are we. Again, it's just almost unplayable most of the year due to the rain and soggy conditions out here. So I think it's going to be a great benefit for the community.
And Public Works, once again, they'll be maintaining it once it's done?
Yep, Public Works will be maintaining it. We'll have a maintenance contract for the actual turf material. Will come in once a year to groom it and do those kind of things. But we'll be mowing the grass field for the soccer and also maintaining the walking trail around the facility. So that's one thing we're really looking forward to, is we have people all the time walking around this field and actually have a nice path to walk on at this point.
So this park, realistically, then, weather permitting, will be open year-round?
Correct. Yep.
Ah, very nice. All right, Sean, we're here at Simmons Park, and there's a lot of activity going on, from bridge work to maintenance buildings to restrooms. You got people on the field. You got people cutting grass. I mean, this is a midday weekday, and school's not out yet, and it's still a pretty busy park you have here.
Absolutely. This is one of our really busy parks, and we're really looking to upgrade a lot of things down here. A bunch of projects going on right now. We actually just had a little bit of a bridge replacement. We have an abutment that was undercut and fallen in, and the bridge was going to be unsafe, so we did. That project's undergoing right now. We're also getting ready to kick off a new playground equipment right here, so we're actually going to be replacing all this stuff, put support in place, rubber type matting down, and just making this a whole new look down here. That project's actually going to start within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So we'll see some all new equipment down here probably by the end of July. One other thing, we just awarded a contract. You can see kind of an old maintenance building that used to be there.
That was an old building.
An old building.
It was 40-some years that building was there.
So we did award contracts for a new building. With that new building, we're actually going to have 2 unisex restrooms attached to it. So
Very
for the
nice.
public, so we're increasing.
Hot water too.
It's going to have hot water also. So yeah, and changing rooms for babies. So we're excited about that. Additionally, one of the other projects we have going on, way at the far end of the park, we have this old rundown restroom facility.
Right.
We're giving that a facelift, doing a whole new restroom there, just really gutting it and replacing it with a brand new restroom facility. So we're really looking forward to that project.
Well, something that I've noticed the last year and a half or something, on all your ball fields, the municipality took over the care of the ball fields instead of all the leagues doing it, and they're gorgeous. I mean, you got spot equipment to do it the right way, and now the Public Works crew is actually maintaining all the fields in the community.
Yes, they are. We've implemented a whole bunch of different policies, but our folks at Public Works, we believe, are the experts for the fields and for maintaining the fields.
It's showing.
Yeah, so we do have some specialized equipment that they're utilizing actually right now way on the far field, but they're out here every day that it's possible to drag and get these fields ready for the ball players, but they just do a fantastic job. We've implemented some new measures for the leagues to take, where they can do a little bit of work with some hand drags and some materials that we provide, but that's kind of minimized to that material. Additionally, one other thing, we've using a new surfacing called MVP Surface. Mm-hmm. It's been a really nice product for us. We redid Millennium to the fields up there with it, and we want to start bringing that to some of the other fields as time goes on.
Well, I mean, it's showing, and I have to assume, maybe the leagues were surprised after 50 years of doing it themselves that you're doing it for them, but it has to be easier on the leagues, but more importantly, the fields are in gorgeous shape. They really are.
Absolutely. It was a difficult transition process, but the new leadership...
change is never easy, is it?
No, it's not. But the new leadership has been great to work with. They're on board with it, and everything seems to be firing on all cylinders right now. So we're
across
real
the entire municipality, you guys are handling every field itself.
Yes, we are.
Keeps your Public Works crews busy,
Absolutely,
doesn't it?
especially during the spring and fall.
Yeah.
Keeps them very busy.
All right, Sean, continuing with parks. I mean, it's beautiful here. We're still down at Simmons, but this park's getting bigger, isn't it?
It is. It just got a lot bigger. We actually just purchased about 24 acres.
Very nice.
So behind here, don't have any specific plans for the land at this time, but we are talking to our Park and Rec board to see what kind of recommendations they can come up with. But yeah, we're excited. We at least have the property, so it's a little bit native for walking, but definitely folks can walk around and check out the area.
You can never have enough land, that's for sure. So, and Simmons is already such an active, big park and a big part of Bethel Park itself. It's going to be exciting to see what your decisions are and what you're going to do with the next plot of land. What's that, like 25-30% more than what it was?
Actually, it's almost double. So we're almost doubling the size of the park.
That's wonderful. That's great news. I
Yep.
get excited when I hear
I'm
stuff
excited.
like that.
I'm glad not to see townhomes and other things here that we were able to that the council really wanted to see this preserved as green space and expand our parks.
Well,
So,
excellent. Well, we'll stay tuned for future shows on that one.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Sean, looking over the old Park Avenue T-ball field. I mean, my son played T-ball on this field, but it's been there a long time, but things change. So tell us what is the future of this field here?
So this field, we have a lot of big plans for. We actually have a 3-phase project. The first phase will actually be a large playground, large staple community playground that we're going to be putting back there. So just about the edge of the baseball field all the way back to the end of the trees, we're going to have just a humongous playground and equipment, some benches and some shade structures. So it's going to be a really nice feature here. Phase 2, we're actually looking at a concession restroom / mechanical building here. So that'll be phase 2. And then phase 3 will actually be a splash pad. So stuff for kids to run through and play in. So we're really looking forward to this project.
And when's all this starting, you think?
We actually applied for several grants. One grant for the playground structure. So we're actually hoping that kicks off late this year, early next year. The concession stand, we also have some grant opportunities out there. We're hoping same thing, 2019, 2020 for that project. And then the splash pad would be our next focus in 2020, 2021.
Okay.
So
all this goes side by side with the football / soccer field and everything that you have next door?
Yep, that's
with
correct.
it?
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
be actually a really nice feature addition down here is a restroom so that folks can come down here to utilize the restroom facilities also. One thing we do have to complete first before we take this field out of service, we actually want to replace this field up at Millennium with a similar size field, but do something a little bit different up there, which would be a turf infield with a grass outfield. So we hopefully get more playability out of that field.
And you have the area up there to do that?
We do. We're going to have the area as we're going to be moving the soccer lacrosse field to Village Green. And then we'll take that soccer lacrosse field that's currently there out of service and put a baseball field
So
there.
you actually think these things through. We just don't don't throw something out and do a project. You have a plan for every move, every bit and piece on it.
We do, yeah. We have a master plan for our parks, and we're hoping to have everything implemented in the next 5 years or so.
So the master plan is about a 5-year term plan then?
Yep, 5 to 10, but we're hoping more to condense that down to 5.
I love plans. Love when a plan comes together, they say.
Absolutely, like the A-team.
That's it. Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to do here.
Yep, should be a great project.
It'll be a nice addition to this area.
Absolutely.
Sean, I can't thank you enough for spending the afternoon with us. It's a gorgeous day here in Bethel Park, but I like to say every day is a gorgeous day in Bethel Park. So, we live and bleed the orange and black, let's say, of the community. And I always get excited when I see things improving and changing. And you're doing an awful lot for Bethel Park, and I want to thank you for that, as a business owner, as a taxpayer, and also, from the public access TV side of it. But it's always exciting to spend some time with you to hear what the plans are, and I love sharing it with the residents here of Bethel Park as to what's going on in your mind and your game plans or everything. So, we appreciate you taking the time and sharing it with all of us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it to go around and look at some things. And just a couple last points I want to point out. 2 things we're working on right now. One is a Citizen Savvy app. We're gonna allow folks to sign up. It's a free application on your cell phone, smartphone. If you don't have a smartphone, you get texts or emails, and just gonna alert you to events that you might be interested in. Also, important information: roads closed or fields closed, or some winter weather issues. So we'll have that rolling out here in the very near future, within about a week. So you'll be able to sign up for that. Additionally, I just want to point out we're working on a long-range plan update. So that long-range plan update covers about a 10-year period. One focal point of that long-range plan is going to be a downtown district. There's going to be
nice.
Yeah, we're really excited about it, and I think there's there's so much potential here in Bethel Park.
Right.
That's the great thing about the community. And it is going to be a process that citizens, business owners like yourself, and others in the community can come and get involved in, and we'll be putting that information out. But that is going to kick off beginning in June, and we're really looking forward to that process.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear more about that, and I'll help you any way we can on that. That'd be a great project. So,
Great, thank you.
Well, thank you again for joining us, and thank you everyone for watching BPTV. I'm your host, Andy Amrine, and we'll catch you again on the next show. Thank you.
Thank you.